In this video I'm going to show you how you can install WordPress manually through FTP or File Transfer Protocol, and we're going to need a couple of things. And the first thing you're going to need is the WordPress software. So you can get it at www.wordpress.org, and you just click this button that says download WordPress, and you want to always come here to get the latest version of WordPress. Now the reason that we install WordPress manually is just to get around some of the vulnerabilities that occur when we use auto installers such as Fantastico Deluxe, because this allows us to just customize the installation. And one of the things that we want to do is always get the latest version of WordPress, because sometimes when you use an auto installer it isn't the latest version. So you just select download WordPress. I already have it on my desktop, so I'm not going to download it again. And the next thing we're going to need is an FTP client. Now you can get one free called FileZilla, which is also open source, at filezilla-project.org. So that's filezilla-project.org. And what you want to do is get the download FileZilla client and not the download FileZilla server. So that's the client. And what this FTP client does is allows you to just upload multiple files to your server, and at a faster rate, because when you upload files to cPanel, sometimes there are limitations on the file size. So this just gets around that problem, allows you to install pretty quickly. So you just go ahead and download the FileZilla client, and then you would activate the software as you would do any other software. And when you do that, it will look like this. And just one thing, if you go back, when you download the WordPress package, it's in a zip file, so you will have to unzip it. And then you go into FileZilla, and just a quick tutorial on how to connect using FileZilla. At the very top here, you will have host, and what you put here is FTP dot your site name. In this case I'm using WP video side kick.com. So that's FTP, not www dot or HTTP. So it's FTP your site name.com, and then the username in most cases will be the same username you use to log into cPanel. So that's the username and password for cPanel. And the port, you don't have to put it, the default should be 21, but you don't have to enter anything there. And once you do that, you just select quick connect, and you will connect to your server. And what you see something similar to this. On the left hand side will actually be the files on your desktop, and on the right hand side will actually be the files at your server, at your hosting account. So what I'm actually going to do, because you have to find the location where you've downloaded the WordPress package. So I'm just going to go back to the screen that you'll probably see. And to go up a folder, you just click this folder at the very top with the two dots beside it. And you will probably see something like this. And on the server side, something like this. Okay. So in my case, I would go to users, then I go to documents. Chances are you will have the WordPress package in your downloads folder. I'll just go to documents. I know that's where I have it. Let me go back up. Sorry, users. Right, so I go to my documents folder and WordPress 3.8.1, and it's the folder that's unzipped. And on the right hand side you will go to your public HTML folder, and this is just where you have all the public files for your website. And once you get in there, now what you're seeing, you will see some files in here. Chances are, if you've just activated this domain, and this is the only domain you have in your hosting, you won't see anything there. Well, I do have WordPress already installed in my main site. But the site that we're going to use is actually an add-on domain. And if this is the case where you're using an add-on domain, you just search for it. And in this case, WP Video Sidekick. So if this was your main, let me just go back one step. If this was your main domain on the hosting account, and that's where you wanted to upload WordPress, then once you get inside your HTML, public HTML folder, you would be in the root of that domain, and this is where you would upload the WordPress files from the left. Well, like I said, in my case, I am uploading the files to an add-on domain, so I select wpvideosidekick.com, and now I'm in the root of that domain. So what we want to do is just select all these files, and we can do two things. We can drag the files over to this side and drop it, or we can just right click and select upload. Now this will take some time to upload to our site, so while that is happening, I'm just going to pause this video and we'll pick up in another video.